Good morning, this is Dr. Lester Hartman from Westwood Mansfield Pediatrics. This is in regards to the flu for 2018-2019. We are now in January and the flu is starting to start up finally. It's delayed a little longer this year than most years. The vaccine this year is wonderful. It actually covers all the strains that we know at this point, much better than last year, which last year was not such a great year, but that's only about 1 in 10 times, 1 in 10 years rather, that happens. What are the symptoms of flu? Headache, body ache, cough, mild sore throat, and high fevers, 103 to 105. So the concern with fever is your kids look very sick. Most parents worry about two things initially. My kid complains of a sore throat, so I'm going to take him in to get a strep test. Well, as you know, many people have home strep tests now, so they can do that. But even though that's the case, you probably don't even need to strep your kid if the kid says, I have a sore throat, but it doesn't hurt to swallow. Because that's the key. And the other key is the sore throat is a minor symptom compared to the rest, the headache, the cough, the body aches, and the fevers. So their complaints are going to be much more about a headache or a cough than usually a sore throat. As this progresses, it takes, as I said, 5 to 7 days of fever before it starts to go away. Now, kids that are the most concerning at risk are kids under 2 years of age and kids who have chronic illnesses like moderate persistent asthma or other chronic type illnesses, and they will need to be treated. Kids that are perfectly healthy otherwise, according to CDC guidelines at this point, there is no need to treat them. Even though Tamiflu comes out with lots of commercials, the reality of it is Tamiflu only really reduces your symptoms by a day most of the time. And also, we're not clear if it prevents severe side effects, but we still give it to infants and kids under 2 years of age because it might. Also remember, when you vaccinate your child, you are vaccinating to prevent other kids' grandparents from dying of flu. If your child is in a room, for example, of 100 kids with karate, with all their parents and grandparents around, and your kid has the flu and just starting symptoms, your child could potentially infect everyone in that room. And in pediatrics, which is still a big deal, but we had roughly 200 deaths last year, there were 70,000 elderly deaths last year, and most of those would be prevented if we vaccinated our kids who get infected easier because they're in crowded situations. I believe that the flu will continue probably through May this year, and there's all the more reason to be vaccinated. Even somebody who's gotten one strain of the flu, there are 3 other ones, so you can still get vaccinated as well. And remember, Tamiflu is for a specific population. And we hope this helps prevent you from having to wait on the phone for up to sometimes an hour during the flu season. Have a good day. Thank you very much.